How's it going? Wooden Spoon Supercoach here. TLT is out for round 4. It's absolute carnage. Wouldn't be blaming people for ripping another boost this week. I have found ways around it. I think Mac and myself have structured our teams well enough that we're not being hit too hard by it, I think is fair to say, because we're not.
I've dodged every bullet except Payne Haas.
Yeah, and let's be real. If you didn't have Payne Haas in your team, like,
yeah,
you didn't really miss out that much, but it's just annoying. I think we're both holding him. If it's 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks. Maybe any longer than 2 weeks, then we might have to have a conversation about that. How many weeks would it take for you? I reckon 3 might do it.
Depends on what happens, I guess. Depends on if I've got other problems or whatnot. But, I mean, if everything in my team is looking real good and Payne Haas is the only problem and it's like confirmed for a couple more weeks, then maybe. But, yeah, at this point, that's just a waste of trade. I've got guys that can cover it, so I'm happy.
Beauty. Before we get over to the teams lists, I forgot to mention in the last video, don't forget to leave your bets in the comments for the upcoming week of footy. Still 5 slots available. It is going to be the first 5 comments now, so get in there quick. And yeah, hopefully we can get closer to the $900 mark.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's go over to the teams.
And join the group league.
Yes, and join the group league. 899-247. Yeah.
That was juicy. Unrehearsed.
Which bloody tab? It's definitely not rehearsed because I can't find my tab. There. Oh my God. There we go. First up, Seagulls and Roosters, and I'm in the tantrum party with the Hello Sport boys. If we lose this game, there will be a massive tantrum thrown. Full toys out of the cot. Like, I will be so crushed. Surely this means something to the boys and they get up for it. Layafi has been named, which is cool.
Even though I just traded him out, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't
imagine he's going to get too many minutes.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah. Correct choice. 100%. Yeah, so Manly have pretty much the same exact team, except for whatever reason we're playing Brandon Wakeham instead of Joey Walsh. I have nothing else to say on that other than a big sigh.
Because Joey Walsh wasn't coming on to play 9 and Simpkins can't last 80 minutes. So I guess you need Wakeham. I guess that's the trade that the coach has to make.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Or maybe it's like disruptive, or I don't know. I hope we do see more of him soon. For the Roosters, Billy Smith is back in for Junior Palga. So hopefully he can stay injury free and have a bit of a run. Other than that, not a whole lot of Supercoach relevance here. Obviously, if you held Sam Walker, you have a tremendous set of balls, and I applaud you for it. But he's probably still going to lose a massive amount of cash, even if he comes out and scores 80. But with how Manly's been playing, he could very well do that. So probably another hold if you've held him this long.
Teddy owners, captain option, viable. Yeah. Same for Turbo. Or, VC on Turbo or Teddy this week makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't straight see him now that I think about it. But yeah, VC 100%. Because I can't imagine they're too highly owned either. So could be a nice little difference maker. Reece Robson coming in. I believe he changes price next week. Do you bother getting him in? Like, you definitely don't get him in if you're planning on getting Cheese in, right? Do you just buy Cheese a week early? Because I'm pretty sure he's set to be named next week.
Are you talking hooker 2?
Yeah.
If your hooker 1 is Reed Marnie, then sure, you could switch over to Robson. But hooker 2, I don't know. Don't you just want Grant and Brayley?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you may as well pay up if you're going to go that far.
Yeah, you need cash gen, so in that position, or you need heaps of cash in the bank. And look, I probably wouldn't be getting any mid-range hookers. I'd be getting cheapies that are going to make money, or going straight to double gun.
I reckon I'll probably look at getting Brayley in towards the origin period so he can cover for Grant, but I don't have to sell Grant, and then I've just got them both for the run home. That seems like a logical time to do it for me.
That's a really good idea, but I just wasn't sure if Brayley might end up playing origin as well.
He could,
honest.
yeah.
So, Like maybe either Brayley or Robson get selected, and then you just pick the other one and put them in your second hooker position.
And he could always be like a 19th man for the squad or something.
If
Like
they both get selected, then and Harry Grant, then it's just like, all right, what do you do? Enough.
Max
Anyway, we'll
Plath.
deal with that when we get there. Max Plath, yeah, that's right. Bring on the Max Plath duel. Yeah.
That's probably the first one I'd be looking at just to get the job done over the period. He's done it for me in Origin before. So that's about all the relevance for this game. We don't really need to get into Manly too much. Obviously, Turbo could go huge. Kohler could go huge. If Manly do start to click, he's a guy I'd like to have in my team, but I don't want to carry my team supporting Payne into my Supercoach team, so I won't be buying any of them for now. Next game, we've got the Wars and the Tigers.
Oh, wait,
Metcalf is back.
Go back.
Sorry?
Back.
Oh, tips.
Tips. Who are we tipping?
Always forget the tips. Seagulls 13 plus, obviously.
Nah, Roosters. Head to head. Manly sucks.
Manly 13 plus.
Just an update on ownership for those fullbacks, by the way. In the top 10% of teams, Tommy Turbo, 17% owned. James Tedesco, 10.5.
Love your work. As opposed to a... who's a good example? What about Drinkwater?
Oh, yeah, he's down at 3.8%. If you've still got Drinky, get him off your team.
Okay.
But he's not kicking
That's
goals.
just like a point of reference, yeah.
Yeah. And then Reece Walsh is actually the next one up from Tommy Turbo at 32.9%. So
that's higher than I would have thought. I suppose top 10% is, yeah.
Yeah, this is top 10% of super coaches, so serious nerds. But yeah, 33%. I actually thought that would be higher because Battle of Brisbane, like, get Reece Walsh.
It will get higher, I think, especially if he explodes this week. That's going to go through the fucking roof because there's been chat for a long time about this run of games he's about to come into. So, Adam Reynolds in and out of the team, or out of the team. Sorry, I don't care.
Yeah, well, Reece Walsh is top 3, excluding Tom Chester, but obviously most people are running Tom Chester in centre wing. So it does seem like the top 3 fullbacks at the moment are Farlongo, Kinney, and Reece Walsh. So that does put both Tommy and Teddy in pod territory, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, fair. For the Warriors, Metcalf is back, which is huge. I think the Warriors are going to go to fucking work on the Tigers. Obviously, with Luai out, luckily Adam Dewey has been named.
That's a nervous watch. If you're a Dewey owner, I would be 100% checking team lists like 10 minutes before the game and making sure he's still playing. Like, watch that pre-game show for sure.
Yeah, especially considering this is an away game. The Warriors are fucking intimidating at home, man. I wouldn't want Manly playing them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I feel for Tigers fans, right? As you started to get a little bit of momentum and it was looking good. But I don't think Luai's out for too long. What is it? 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that.
I think it's 4. Do you think Metcalf takes points away from Tanner Boyd? Would you be? I certainly am not looking to buy Tanner Boyd this week. That's for sure. If you had him, you'd hold him, I guess.
Yeah, definitely hold him. I'd say he takes some points, but it's just a question of how much. I think similar to like when the Sharks go off and Trindle and Hines both get big scores, it's possible. I don't think his ceiling is a bit more capped now. Tanner Boyd's is, and potentially Metcalf's is as well, with how involved Boyd has been. Unless he's about to just fully take a back step for Metcalf, but.
Didn't Hansen score like a ton there last week on debut in 6 for the Warriors as well as Tanner Boyd? Like, yeah, their halves are looking good. They got really strong forwards, setting the tone and creating space for the halves to get to work. So, yeah, I wouldn't be buying just because the price is weird, and for the same price as Tanner Boyd, you could just get Hughes or Hines or even Cleary.
Yeah.
Depending how much cash you got in the bank. And Metcalf is a wait and watch. But maybe he gets dual position and becomes a viable 5/8 option in about round 6. So that's kind of something that I'll be keeping my eye on for sure.
Yeah, that's like if I can survive with Cody Walker until round 6 and then swap to Metcalf, cheering. Because every single time I've had this guy in my team, he has done bits for me. And even like last year, sure, he was in a few teams there for a while, but the year before he went to work for me as well. Like, he's just got the right style.
I got off too early last year. He's one of the ones that I jumped off before he actually peaked in price. So yeah, bummer. I thought, nah, he's not doing anything for me, and I got rid of him in like week 3, and then he went on a tear. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so we'll definitely be
Metcalf
looking at him
definitely
in a
got
few
my
weeks.
I got my eyes on him for sure. I'm hoping he gets the 5'8" duel. He could be a sneaky 5'8" for me.
Not really much else to touch on for the Tigers. A close eye on Macassini because everyone's on him. Luke
Yep.
Lauliti, a few people might have brought him in because he is a cheapie that's on the bubble that's about to burst going into this week, and I think he's got the lowest break even of all the center wings. So a few people might have looked at
Yeah.
him. I can understand it if it's just like number go up with the money, but
Yeah, no, not for me.
if Luai was in the team, then it's like, yeah, sure, go for it. But now it's like, where's the attack coming from? And yeah. Cool. We'll move on.
Tip. What do you got? Warriors at home, 13 plus.
Yep. Oh my God. Warriors by 24, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them. The Battle of Brisbane. Let's go.
Yeah. Righto. So Haas ruled out, obviously. That's a massive one. There was enough going on in the forwards this week with the high-owned guys. And Supercoach gods were like, no, we're just going to throw this one at you. So Payne Haas on the bench for a week. Whispers of 2. Any more than 2, we're probably going to have to start thinking about, what are we doing with that money just sitting on the bench? So not panic stations yet. I'm sure more information will come out about this, but he's a hold for sure.
In the comments, let us know who you've got for your front row position this week, because I've heard some pretty dire situations, including something like Arama Ho at front row forward 1 this week. So yeah,
He
let us
might
know
be my
what you.
one, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Let us know what your front row forwards look like. Mine's looking great. We'll get to the end. We'll show you at the end. But yeah, let us know what you've got. I'm personally here. I'm stoked to see Dean Mariner still at center. He was an absolute workhorse. I'm pretty sure that's why Shibasaki got dropped, is because it's like, mate, if you're not going to get in there and go to work, then we'll put somebody else in that will. So yeah, Dean Mariner at center. He did great last week. Love to see it. Happy to see Anderson getting another shot. Hopefully he doesn't overrun everything this week. Reynolds back in. Probably won't kick goals because the rib cartilage hurts when you twist. So he has had about 2 weeks off, and that is about how long it takes to recover from that if you don't re-aggravate it. So he could be back to himself. I still doubt he'll kick goals.
Why would they risk it? Just give it to Walsh. Like, it's early in the season. Like, don't injure him now.
Yeah. Walshy is probably going to be the most captained or vice captained player this week for sure.
I like my VC and C this week. It's very.
He's not yet. He's not. Oh my God. Yes. I was thinking about doing something different just for a pod option. But among top 10% Supercoach players, Reece Walsh, VC, only 12%. Folks, what are you doing?
People
get on Reece Walsh.
No, because people do have him. Like 30% have him. Yeah, bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Dolphins.
Everyone's got the VC on Cleary by the looks of things.
Yeah, I've got Cleary plays after. So yeah. I've got Captain Cleary VC. Yeah. For the Dolphins though, Flegler named on the bench. So that's kind of in the middle. If you sold him, you're like, whatever. If you've got him, it's like he's probably turning into an AE nightmare. But I'm not sure what his break even is. He's probably losing money. I would probably just abandon ship. And
I think he's due to drop about 3K. It's nothing serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if look, Flegler on the bench, I suspect he'll still play huge minutes. They just do it this way to bring people back into the team. But yeah, look, I don't have to play him this week. He's still in my team, but my front row is sorted. So yeah, he doesn't have the R on him. Hopefully he comes out and scores 50 points or something and keeps slowly generating some cash for me.
I hope so, because it would be
Piakora
good to see
named
him go well.
to start this week. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't.
Not a chance.
But I'm starting Xavier Willison in my draft team. Let's go, big fella.
We were talking about him a fair bit in the preseason as an option. So,
man, he's really good. He's really good. He just can't get in the team because of Payne Haas. So can't
his
wait
time
to see
will
what he can do.
come.
Yeah. Obviously, he won't play as big minutes of Payne Haas, but yeah, he's a weapon.
Yeah.
So looking forward to this one.
Beautiful. Who is up
Tips,
next?
bro.
Dude,
Tips. Battle of Brisbane. Broncos
um,
have never lost to the Dolphins in the Battle of Brisbane.
I'm
Actually, I don't
hoping
think
it's
they've
like a
lost on that.
30-20 type of game.
Yeah.
So I'll say
Broncos 1
Broncos
to
1 to
12.
12. Yeah.
I'm with you. Yep. They're not going to lose there. This is our house.
Yeah. That moment is
Look
cold.
for Tony Staggs to score a
Yeah,
double
yeah.
again, and
But,
everybody to be like,
fucking
"Oh,
hell.
he's actually averaging 80. Maybe we should get Tony Staggs." Yeah.
For the Bulldogs and the Knights, Tupanua in prop instead of Sam Hughes. Nothing too relevant there. And obviously for the Knights, Mooney is out with a 1-week suspension and Fletcher Sharp is back. I imagine he's got a fairly... Let's have a look before I start talking shit. Okay, Fletcher Sharp is coming in with a 98 break even. He's 730k. Yeah, I think we could probably pick him up for 650k in a couple of weeks. So
Yep. Wait and see.
let him
I want to see how his knee goes first, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
because
true.
when
And just
Reece
see
Walsh
how he
came back,
is.
when Reece Walsh came back from that injury, it took him a couple of weeks to really get back into the groove of things, and you could see he was struggling with it on the field for a few weeks still. So definitely want to see how he goes. Plus, he doesn't have Dylan Brown there or Kalen Ponga to take any heat off him. So, look, I think he's going to struggle, especially against the Bulldogs. They're one of the best defensive teams. I don't think the Knights are going to score very many SuperCoach points this week. So, yeah,
For
look,
this game,
definitely
I
let him
really
drop in
like
price.
I really like Bulldogs to only to score 20 or something like that. I think the Knights attack is going to be tested against the Bulldogs defense, especially missing Ponga, but cool. Is that all we got for this game? Move on.
Yeah, look, Tupanua, great pickup in draft. I actually have him already, started the season with him. Considered starting him this week instead of Xavier Willison, but that was a bit of a coin toss. Went for Big X in the Battle of Brisbane because Satili Tupanua has a tendency to do something stupid and give away a penalty or get sin binned when he's real fired up, and he will be fired up starting this game. But yeah, watch for Tupanua. He's going to be a big in, I think, for them, but they might miss his impact off the bench. But yeah, look, I'm just hoping to see the Bulldogs click a bit better with their attack, and hopefully, Kiraz, I'm okay with him coming out and scoring a 50 or 60, but starting to look strong again and dropping in price a little bit, but looking like he's getting over that shoulder injury. That'd be great, because then I can target him in a few weeks. Looking for Crichton. Hopefully, like, I've still got Crichton in my team, and if he keeps scoring 70s and 80s, I'll be stoked. So, yep, looking to get them, hoping that they will get the ball to Crichton a bit more. Otherwise, yeah, look, realistically, fade all Knights at this point. And
Pretty much. And eyes on
yeah,
sharp.
and Bulldogs, I think they will get their attack to click this week. I reckon Bulldogs 13 plus.
I can't believe I forgot to mention Kiraz. I don't think he's actually going to be that highly owned, especially in the top 10%. Can you fact check that for me? But also Preston. I forgot to mention him as well. Anyone who is bringing him in this week, if you need a bit of a beef up in the second row forward, I love it. I think he's in for a big year. Potentially Origin selection. It's again early, but he looked solid.
Kiraz 13% owned in the top 10%.
Okay, so he's a little bit, yeah. I am glad that I'm not on him. I think this shoulder thing is gonna kind of hamper him going forward. Like I think it's his back as well. That Gus Gould said it's gonna affect him for like the rest of his career. So I guess the longer we see it, the more of a sample size we get of how often it's gonna be that these things flare up. But
he'll probably come out and be a beast this week. He'll probably get pain
yeah,
injection before the game and be fine or something like that. I just want to see him doing a Herbie and running across the field looking for offloads every run like he does. Like, he's these players that just offload at will. They're the ones who want in your Supercoach team.
Yeah.
If he can't do that, then he's not getting in my team. So yeah, just need to see him looking strong in contact and hopefully drop in price a bit, and then I can target him in a couple of weeks again. Yep.
Beautiful.
Bulldogs 13 plus. What do you got?
I'm glad one of us is bloody paying attention. Yeah, Bulldogs. Oh. Yeah, Bulldogs 13 plus.
They gotta get some attack going, surely,
Yeah,
right?
surely
Yeah.
right, especially against the
I
Knights.
swear the only team, like, I've actually seen the Bulldogs run brilliant attack last year against the Broncos at Suncorp Stadium. Out of nowhere, the Bulldogs just caught fire and just destroyed the Broncos like by 40 points or something. And I just
Mm.
thought, where the heck has this been? Surely they can bring that back.
Hopefully, it'd be great to see. Where am I?
Panthers versus the Eels,
Yes,
the battle of the western suburbs.
doesn't look like any changes for the Panthers. Obviously, for the Eels, Hopgood is out for the season with an
Mm,
ACL, which is a shame because he was,
yeah.
he was doing okay. He wasn't setting the world light or anything, but he was doing a job. So that's a loss for the Eels. I'm not sure who comes in for him. Kelly, first game round one, blah 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 blah.
Luca
Luca
Moretti.
Moretti. Okay, so not entirely SuperCoach relevant, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Um,
but I mean, you could be looking. Jack Williams has played a few different positions to start the season. Now it looks like he's rotated into the middle, and they're starting with Dylan Walker at 13. So that'll be interesting. I've actually Dylan Walker's been so electric every time he comes on the field. I've been wondering if maybe he just doesn't have the motor to go for full 80 because they look really good when Dylan Walker's on the field. So I
yeah,
actually like this from the Eels. This could be good, but I don't expect them to be able to score points very easily.
yeah. I remember Dylan Walker was
Supercoach
good for
points.
us at Manly. He's a really really good player. I think he's probably
Yeah.
just getting on a bit and doing that for the full 80 would be a lot.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what happens there, but I think they need him on the field as long as they can have
Mm.
him on there for. So run him until he's gassed and then sub him out for sure.
And
But
he's just so reliable at just getting the ball to Moses as well. So,
yeah, yeah.
that being said, though, I think I was gonna say the Panthers humped the Eels, but the Eels seem to be like one of their trump teams. So maybe I'll go Panthers 1-12.
Panthers 13 plus. Tom Jenkins gets another double.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
that my excitement for Jenkins wore off pretty quickly when I realized he scored 4 tries, not 3. I thought he got a hat trick for that score. The fact that it was 4 kind of made me second guess it, but we'll get to that when we get to the trades as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously keen for Cleary to go. I've got him captained for this game. I think he could go huge. Hopefully, a little better than last week. Not that he was bad last week; it just didn't seem to translate as well with the new stats. So, some last touch cutout passes and stuff to the wingers that would be lovely.
Yeah. Yo may only play 60 minutes this game because Jack Cogger's back. So anybody with Isaiah Yo, then like if you don't have bigger problems, maybe you can move him on. Maybe that's your way to solve a front row forward position for this week. Not too sure, but yeah. Otherwise, if you're holding him, I actually get that too. Like he's in my girlfriend's team, and I've told her that he's a fine hold for now. But because he can pick up an attacking stat or two as well, to be honest, like he still could score 80 in 60 minutes. So I got no qualms with holding him.
Yeah,
But also viable sell. You could probably go either direction with Yo, I think, this week.
that is a very team dependent one.
Yeah.
If this is relevant to you and you're leave us a comment of what your team setup is. That goes for anyone. Just leave comments about your questions and we'll try and give you some advice on your trades if you're struggling. Because
Shout out to Queenslander in the
yeah,
comments who comments absolutely every single week, not only on this channel, but on just about every channel I watch on YouTube. Like that is proper hero status, like one of the unsung heroes of the YouTube world.
he's a
Just gets in there and
dedicated bloke.
just engages with every YouTube channel so
Yeah,
well. So
and
shout out to
quickly
Queenslander.
too. Very
Yeah, yeah,
quickly.
straight on it. Yeah,
He rang the
proper
bell,
shout
bro.
out. Yeah, we were in the comment section this week talking, and he, like me, goes for Broncos first, and then all the Queensland teams. So yeah, just love that. I absolutely love that. Shout out to Queenslander in the
You would
comment
love
section.
that. Yeah,
Get
shout
in
out
the
to you,
comments,
Queenslander.
folks.
He was one of the first, like last year as well, when it was the first year of the channel. So he's an OG of this one as well. So shout out to you, Queenslander. You're a
Yeah,
bloody
legend.
legend. Cool. Next up, Cowboys Storm. Fisting incoming. I think is. I am kind of scared to not have an armband of some kind on Farlongo. That terrifies me.
Yeah, I got 4 viable captain options this week, and he's one of
Yeah,
them, and I just don't know where to go or what to do. So yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys do put up a decent performance, but just with how the Storm have been looking, nah, I can't back them.
Yeah, scary thing here on Cowboys. Zach Leibart gets a spot while Chester's out with suspension. Look, I'm holding Chester because this actually probably would have been a tough game for him where he probably would have lost a bit of cash generation. So,
That's a
and
good
then they
point.
go into a couple of easy games again. So he's not going to drop money from not playing this week, which is cool. But the scary thing is Zach Labert might actually earn the spot back this week. So
Yeah.
that's a bit of a watch this and see what happens. But yeah, look, I'm holding him. And I've got Purdue in my 5-8-1, so I hope that he still has a good game. And look, Drinkwater looked really good last week. Like he's getting back into contact well and stuff like that. He's obviously fired up. So yeah, Purdue picked up double last week. Hopefully he's flying as well, and hopefully the boys can make something happen. The Cowboys can make something happen. I wouldn't be like completely abandoning ship on your Cowboys players just yet. Like probably you've only got 2 or 3. I'd be getting off Reed Marnie because he's not getting the minutes, but
Yep.
Helam Lukey's still good. Tom Chester's still good. Scott Drinkwater, if you held this long, then you're in deep. You may as well die on the hill with him all season because he's probably going to be a top 5 pullback at the end of the season. So I can get behind it. Just hold through the trash at the start. But yeah, look, Storm probably going to win this one, even up there in Townsville. I think the Storm get this one done.
Yeah, 13 plus for me.
I'm not that confident about the 13 plus. I think it's going to be. They don't like traveling that much at the Storm. They're not great with away games, and
they've been up for a while too.
Yeah, they. It's hot up there, man. Like I don't know.
I do often think about how much heat plays a factor. Like playing Canberra at home, playing North Queensland at home. I have a theory that is part of the Queenslander advantage is that you play in hotter climates and it just makes you a bit tougher.
Yeah.
Which is blasphemous of me to say as a New South Welshman, but
no, that's just...
we've had so many years to ponder this fucking question as we get destroyed every single year.
There was a thing on the 167 potty when they were in the Storm boys were in Queensland one time and like and Munster, like they're behind the goals or whatever. Munster's like, boys, I know it's hot, but they're feeling it too. Trust me, they're not used to this. And they all just looked at him like, bro, they live here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so, yeah, it's a pretty funny story on the 167. Munster trying
I need to
say
give that more of a listen, eh?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Is Pap still on there?
Yeah, Pap's host.
Yeah, cool.
Well, yeah, he does good. He's
cool to like stay connected with him.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool.
As for changes for the Storm, Liero named to start. So I think it's Hetherington comes out. Nope, he's on the bench.
To Kamika. Sorry, what's his name? Yeah, Kamikamika.
Yeah. Kamikamika, that's the one.
Yeah. Back to the bench.
Yeah.
Look, Alec McDonald on that edge, don't love it. So, yeah, might be an opportunity for Lukey to get a try in this one. So, yeah, I'd be playing Lukey, that's for sure.
He finds opportunities.
Yeah. And otherwise, yeah, Sewer, extremely viable captaincy option this week.
Yeah, and it's nice and late too. It's just tough to take an armband off Cleary or Walsh to give to a guy who is...
Yeah. Like I said, I got 4. I don't know what to do. We'll get to it when we share our teams. But yeah, look, Stefano as well is a target.
Yeah.
Anyone who's looking to solve front row forward position this week, get Stefano. He's only 550. He's already grown 50k. He's averaging 70 something points. Like, could be a season hold. He might not go to Origin this year with AFB in the picture. Like, Stefano. Seriously. Cheap and gun. Get him.
Yeah, that would be unreal for Origin. Position.
Yeah, if he doesn't go to Origin camp, yes.
Because there's a lot of fucking names in the mix. Like some people are going to miss out for sure.
Yeah. I reckon Storm. I'm not convinced about the scoreline, so I'll just go Storm head to head.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think I'll ditch the 13 plus. I wonder what the line is. Probably towards 13 plus. So yeah, just Storm head to head. For the Raiders and the Sharks, what have we got? Smithies is in for Papali. I forget which one he prefers. And Sasungi stays at center. So you'll be
Sasangi
stoked about
holding his
that.
spot. Yeah, bro. Love it for draft. He's in my draft team. I actually considered bringing him in this week. When we get to trades, you'll see why I didn't. But I actually want him next week or something. Like I seriously think that Sasangi, I want to rotate him into my team and then rotate him up into second row and use some cash gen from second row to get another center. I want to have as many centers scoring in my team as possible this year, and that includes Sasangi up in 5/8, Purdue, Sasangi in second row, Purdue in 5/8, plus the 4 guys on the field. That's 6 centers scoring for you, and then you can put armbands on, like reserve tags on a couple on the bench. You could have, up to 9 centers scoring in your team at some point this year. I think it's an overpowered position with the stat changes. So if you get the right ones,
It's
I
a
want
very
Sasangi in my team.
valuable trade, that one, the 2RF to center wing. That opens up so many possibilities for you.
Great duel. Yeah. And he's a gun. He's so good defensively. Like, I actually think that he's going to shut down the Sharks in defense. I think this is why he's won the spot, is because defensively he's great. And in attack, he's great. Like, it's hard to fault him, honestly.
Well, I hope he doesn't shut the Sharks down, because this is KL Hero's last chance for me. I think they're on opposite sides of the field, but if KL Hero doesn't get an attacking stat this week, he is becoming Chester next week.
No, Sasangi plays right center and Iro plays left. I think
great.
Seriously. And Iro last week had the dream matchup against Avarillo. In defense, there was some great moments where he just one-man tackle Avarillo, like shut him down good. I have a feeling that this week, Sasangi, completely different body shape, that Iro might struggle to contain Sasangi a little bit after having a bit of an easier week last week against Avarillo. And even then, Avarillo ended up scoring 2 tries. Like, yeah.
Nah,
Hopefully,
I back Eero to score a ton, and then he can just stay in my team, and that's one less trade I have to do.
I hope so. He's in my draft team. He was like my 3rd pick, so I want him to do good. But I just think Sasangi has actually been great, so I just don't really know what's going to happen here. Yeah,
tough one to tip.
Hopefully, everybody just forgets a bit about defense, because and both teams score well.
I would imagine the Raiders will probably be a bit more defense oriented, but I think I'm going to go
at home. The Raiders need to win this one.
Yeah. But the Sharks are looking to bounce back as well.
I think the Raiders will be more hungry. They're going to get it done.
They'll have it at home, yeah. I'm going to go the Sharks. 1-12.
Raiders in a close one.
Yeah.
1-12.
I don't say that with much confidence. Britton Nickera also out for this game. I forget who comes in for him. Teague Wilton is in for him. Then we have the Titans and the Dragons. Cool. Titans have the same 1-17. Yeah. And for the Dragons, we're obviously missing the Couchman guys. Ryan with suspension and Toby with HIA. So he'll be a nice little downgrade in 4 weeks once someone's fattened up. So no, I don't.
Yeah, cool.
I don't have either of them.
Yeah. Holmes, great option this week. If you've got cash to burn and you want to make an upgrade in CTW, Valentine's Holmes was right there. I clicked on him and then I didn't end up going with him. We'll get to trades in a minute, but easy was tempting. Very tempting. If he scores 80 in a stinker like last week, imagine what he can do if he holds the ball properly, and playing against a team that's been a bit of a dud so far. Like, seriously, Holmes, viable captain option this week.
True, with the goal kicking, yeah.
Yeah,
I think speaking of just how shit the Titans have been, obviously Jaden Campbell is back. That could be the difference. Obviously, we didn't see him for a full 80 last week, but if there isn't a noticeable improvement this game, I think it might be time to start looking to get off Faymani.
Yep.
To who? I can't tell you. Who is
maybe Jonathan Sewer. Is he named for the Dogs? I forgot to look at that. Can we go back to the Dogs for a second? I have a feeling they had Jonathan Sewer, new faces on the 6-man interchange. Yeah. Okay.
So he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. Yeah, okay. Never mind that. But hopefully there's another CT dub cheapie that emerges soon, and we'll be able to sort of move downgrade somebody to bank some cash or
Yeah.
whatever. But otherwise, yeah, maybe you need to bank some cash from some other trades so that you can jump off Firemoney relatively soon. But hey, this could be the week. Look, I don't know. Like, I really hope that Bo Fermor has a better week this week as well. Got Luciano Leilua finally picked up attacking stat last week. It's Bo Fermor's time this week. Ho, sorry. Like, again, last week got a bit of a late line break assist with an offload or something like that, but he only had 6 runs. They just need to get him more ball because he's actually a really good ball runner. So both the second rowers, I've got both of them in my team for the Titans, and they just don't seem to get them good ball. They just end up doing dirty work instead of good attacking work. So hopefully they're able to unlock that a bit better this week. Jaden Campbell back in the team. They've had a run with him now. Hopefully this is the week against the Dragons where, they're able to click. Kinney's able to pop off. Fermor's able to pop off. Ho, I know everyone's going to be relying on him this week, so hopefully he pops off. Definitely a bit of a watch. And the scary thing with Josh Paxton on the 6-man bench, I'm hoping that that's just that he's just there in case of injury, because it does seem like a lot of coaches are trending towards 80-minute edge back rowers so that they can use their trades more flexibly. Like the Broncos last week only used 15 players.
Yeah,
And
I noticed
Pace
that.
stayed on the field for the whole time. So look, I'd love to see more coaches reward the fitness of those 80-minute edge back rowers and leave them out there the whole time and give them more flexibility with the interchanges. I think that's actually a huge play. So hopefully people like Josh Paxton are only there in case of emergency.
Beautiful. I'm an owner of Cooper Bye. He's probably the most annoying player I've got in my team at the moment. Look, I could be in worse positions. He's playing at least. I actually was going to save a trade this week until the Payne Haas news, so I was forced into making 2 trades. I'm tossing up whether I reverse one of my trades and just play him this week and bank that trade because I haven't saved any yet this year.
You want to play Cooper Bye
instead of doing my second trade.
It's a bit scary.
It is a bit.
Yeah, like his minutes have come up a bit and he does look good. It just, I don't know. Hasn't seemed to reflect SuperCoach points wise yet. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. I probably wouldn't do that in your position, but
speaking of trades, let's just
I quite like
move
your
over
trades.
there now.
Well, is this the last game of the week? It is.
Yeah,
Hey?
I
just want to mention before we go off.
Oh, okay.
Jaden Sewer is a serious option. If anybody like top 10% owned, he's 1.7. What a pod play. He's like the second best 2RF at the moment. He offloads like very creatively. He's always looking to make something happen. Look, Jaden Sewer. I don't mind that option. And he's probably going to be the Dragons are probably going to be more hungry than any team this week.
Yeah,
like 0-3, and they've been so close and they're tough, and
they got a good draw coming up too. So
if they can't beat the Titans, they're going to go into defeat mode and just they're going to lose a lot of confidence. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
Jaden Sewer though, he's worth a shout.
The poor
Luciano
Titans.
Leilua.
When do we see them getting their first win? Sorry, go on, Luch.
Yeah, Luch is still making money as well. So look, you probably don't need these guys in your team. They're a bit awkwardly priced. You've already missed the first cash rise. But seriously, if you've got problems, if your only problem is in 2RF and you want to upgrade a gun, or even if you're like me, you've got Fermor, but you want to go sideways to somebody who's performing better, then Jaden Sewer, great option. Luciano Leilua, great option. I'm happy. I'd be happy with both of them. I got Leilua. He's good.
100%. I don't know if, just personally, I don't know if I'd be trading them in this week, but if you've got them, then I would say well done, especially with the draw coming up. I feel like
Holmes is a target this week for sure. Holmes is target.
Yeah. Holmes for sure, yeah.
I'm going to back the Titans. I'm a Queenslander.
Yeah.
I'm going to back the Titans to get it done. But with very little confidence, I'm going to say
Dragons by like 8 or something, I reckon.
No, Titans 1-12.
Beautiful. We will move over to
teams.
Yes.
All right.
Boom. So my trades this week. The second trade that I'm considering reversing is the Brandon Smith trade from Reed Marnie. It's purely the advantage doing it now is it stops him dropping a bit more cash. He's not losing heaps, but it's a trade I'm going to have to do eventually anyway. So if I do it now, then it also funds my first trade of, what's his name? I'm forgetting. Trey Mooney to Jackson Ford. And that makes me feel a lot better about this week having him in the team.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously sitting Payne Haas and Keon, neither of them are playing. Joe Chan, Noah Martin, and Arama Howe get the call up for second row forward spots. My second row forward bench is looking a little bit rough with Cooper Bai and enough in there. I'm not concerned about it though. The guys that I do have are the right guys to have, I think. So as long as I can get a emerging cheapie in there for Cooper Bai, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't love it. I don't love that you're playing Sanders either. I think my forwards in general look a bit stronger. I'm a bit nervous about you having Jackson Ford though. That's a yeah. And when I saw that you'd traded him in, I thought, yeah, okay, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's also a bit scary for you because he could get his minutes reduced again and come out and score 60 this week. So I went with Stefano. So I went Keon to Stefano because Keon has kind of just been doing what he's priced at, and Stefano is making money and doing better than Keon, and he's cheaper than Keon. So I nearly started with him. So getting him in, and then yeah, look, if he doesn't get selected for Origin, yeah, it could be like a season hold. So stoked with Stefano. Yeah, look, I got Pat Carrigan and Stefano playing for me in front row, so no problems there. Then Fermor, Leilua, and Chan in the second row. Fafita's obviously on the bye, but then I got Noah Martin and Aramaho both playing for me this week. So yeah, I think that second row position is scoring really well every week. So happy to run those guys. I am also running my cheapie halfback this week in Atkinson, but that's because he's playing the Titans. And I didn't love any of my CT dub options on the bench.
Moving on to the backs. I've actually got a couple of them. Faye Marnie is not going to remain highlighted. I don't even know if I've got anyone else. I suppose I play Macassini over him.
Macassini, yeah. But that's in New Zealand against the Warriors. Like, I can
see Macassini getting more base in a pumping than Faye Marnie. Oh, Faye Marnie could score though. It is the Dragons. That actually genuinely is a tough one.
Bro, I had the same question. Like, look, and I just went with neither of them.
Yeah.
I put it on Atkinson. I was like, screw this.
I'm also not that stoked on second row. As it's starting for me, but a lot of people are going to be in that boat.
Oh my God. I'm going to smash you this week, bro. Get ready to have that spoon again.
Bro, Jackson Ford is going to go nuts and Stefano is going to get a cold the night before.
No. Cold?
I don't know.
Your center wing, like your starters are strong though. Herbie scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Hero could pop off. I hope he does for my draft team, but yep.
The captaincy of Jenkins is insane.
I don't know, bro. He could come out and score another double. I think they're gonna do it. So,
yeah, wow.
Like imagine if he scores 130 again. You won't be saying that.
You'll be saying, he needs to score 4 to get 130. That's the thing. If he scores a double, he could get 80.
Well, still.
Yeah.
He's scoring better than Cleary.
It still scares me. It still scares me.
Look, he might score 4. I don't know. They're playing the Eels, bro.
Yeah. He might score 10.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my captain just yet. Like Farlogo is obviously a really good choice. Walsh is a really good choice. Like it's Hines is a really good choice. Like yeah, it's a I don't know what to do. But that was just I'm just messing around, trying different things at the moment. But yeah, look, I might do it. I might actually do it. I'm seriously considering it. I gotta say, you showed me a screenshot earlier in the week where you had like Jenkins and Toto and Herbie and Cobbo, and you just had center wingers from 2 teams. That was pretty gross. So I'm glad you've gone off Jenkins and
that was literally just trading Hero to Jenkins, and it looked like just symmetrically it looked really cool. But looking at it from a SuperCoach perspective, it's just like that is just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah. So, like the Dolphins probably going to lose, so hopefully that means Herbie has a bit of a quiet one, and then again drops slightly in price, and I'm able to upgrade Cobbo. hopefully if they do score some points, it's through Cobbo. Cobbo will be fired up against his old team. So yeah, definitely keen to see Cobbo this week.
I feel like in an attacking sense, Herbie has been quiet. So I think Herbie's going to wake up and this is the game he's going to come out and score 125.
It's not about Herbie waking up. He's fired up. It's about the boys like clicking and getting him the ball in good ball, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe he needs to stop taking tackle 3 runs all the way across the field to the right side so that when they spread it left, he's actually there. But yeah, we'll see. Herbie does scare the crap out of me a bit in this one. But yeah, look, I'm not playing any of my cheapy CT dubs except Sedu 2, who is, I've only got 3 gun / mid-tier guys. So Sedu 2 makes the team, I guess, because I like his matchup the best against the Titans this week. And, if he scores 50 again, then whatever, it is what it is. But he probably won't go lower than that. He seems to have a pretty solid base in a team that keeps losing. So,
on the topic of Keeney,
yes,
people were talking about selling him this week. And like I think you can actually see that he's in like the top 10 most traded out or something. Maybe not that high, but just hold. If you're considering that, then you're probably looking at a week where you can save a couple of trades.
Yeah, but I actually do kind of understand that you want 3 gun fullbacks, and if he's going to keep scoring 60s, then you could be missing out on Tommy Turbo scoring 100 for you this week or something. So, like, I understand, but what I would do is I'd say it's a luxury trade, and like you said, like if you're doing luxury trades early in the season, I probably wouldn't. I'd save it. He's still making money. Like he's not a problem in your team. So, but if it gets to sort of round 6 or 8, that's when I'd start thinking, all right, I'm going to make some luxury trades. But at this point, I'm going to save trades in case we have, fires to put out at some point in the season. So yeah, I'm not boosting. I'm just doing 2 trades.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely not boosting. But yeah, with Keeney, I think selling him when Jaden Campbell is just coming back into the team is crazy. So I'll be holding on to him. I think.
Just looking at this, I think I might actually switch my captaincy to Falongo because it's just crazy not to have.
Yeah, that terrifies me not having anything on him.
Cowboys. Yeah, or maybe I dodge the Walsh one. I don't know. I might try and make a pod play here and see who's. What do we got? Most popular captains. Like, give me a second. Look, Falongo is the most popular captain this week, so maybe I don't do that because I'm looking for something different.
Now it's even more scary. Shit.
Because what? Because 40% of people are going to have it on there. If he does go crazy, you're going to
200, bro.
Oh, but what if he comes out and does 60 for once, and I had it on Jenkins, who scores 100? Nah, you're right.
I'm questioning everything now. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I probably do need to put it on Falongo. Maybe I'll VC. Maybe I'll just fade Walsh VC. Maybe Battle of Brisbane's going to be too tough. It's going to be low scoring.
VC.
And I VC Falongo, which is also 17%.
That gives us That gives us like fucking 20 minutes to pull the trigger on the loop on the Saturday, which is a little scary.
What if you're going Cleary or something?
Sorry, I just thought that in my head. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing VC Cleary, Captain Falongo.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's honestly a hard choice this week. Whereas last week there wasn't many options, and this week it's like, oh man, I could.
Good problem to have at least.
Yeah, I got 4 different guys that I want to have the chance to double up on, and I just don't know how I'm going to run it yet. Yeah, I've already spent quite a bit of time looking at the matchups this week and thinking, what am I going to do? And I've got a viable way to loop with Fafita on the bye. I just bring him in for, like one of my starting 2 RFs, so easy peasy. But yeah, I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. You are right about Jenkins scoring 130 with 4 tries.
Yeah,
but he's also the highest scoring CT dub this year so far. Like he's one of the highest scoring players.
Can't argue with that. And he's going to make a bit of money, so like
yeah.
I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it.
Yeah, like Falongo did something like 26 runs or something last week. So his base is there.
Yeah, that's unreal.
And he did 155 when he only scored 3 tries. So yeah, look, maybe Falongo is the better option. I don't have Cleary, but I do have Hines, and I did consider Hines, but yeah, I might end up going Walsh and Falongo or something.
It's a tough week, and Yeah, I think next week we'll either have our heads in our hands or we'll be cheering because we've made the right calls, which you can say about every week. But I don't know, this one feels like a bit of a make or break. A lot of people, myself included, have had a little bit of a poor start, but I'm not too upset with it. But if it keeps going poorly now, then it's going to really start to hurt. So
Yeah, look, I
fingers
dodged all
crossed.
the bullets except Payne Haas, and everyone got hit by that.
Yeah,
So it's not really, it doesn't feel like a big problem. But so I'm hoping for another top 1% kind of week here.
yeah.
Hopefully the boys do well for me. And
I'm open for a
yeah, look,
team of the week.
I couldn't afford Herbie. Otherwise, I would have brought in Herbie instead of Jenkins. And I seriously considered Holmes. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to go with Jenkins because he's going to make more money still, and the Panthers just look unreal. I think I
Yeah,
commented on a SC Playbook Instagram post saying something along the lines of Jenkins averaging more than 2 points, more than 2 tries per game in a team that's on fire. Yeah, get him in my team.
yeah. He's good for the multis too.
Yeah. So yeah, we did have that nice little trades image as well. We might have to switch this around where we show the trades first and go, oh yeah, okay, and then we show the
Then we
teams.
go to the team. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
yeah.
mouse has just died. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it died? You've changed this over to some sort of spreadsheet that's I think in the works still. It's not even
Yes,
finished.
I have. Whoops.
Yeah.
This will be to help get us through the origin period, get prepared for it. Little sneak
Sneak
peek
peek.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, where did I go? Here, and then
Show that trades
bang. There
image.
we go. The
Yeah,
trades we
nice.
were talking about before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
So
that.
there's just a quick recap. I actually quite like what you've done here. You've got rid of Marnie and Mooney for Smith and Ford. So
Yeah,
obviously the downgrade Marnie to Smith has facilitated the funds to go Mooney to Ford. Quite like it. I considered Ford, but yeah, missed the price jump already, and I'm not paying that much for somebody who could get a minute reduction and go back to scoring 65. Whereas I've just haven't been stoked with Keon yet. Like he's been fine, but biggest problem in my team is two mid guys that have been performing to their value. So this is
mm,
what I'm saying. Where it's like I'm really happy with my team, but if Keon's on the bye anyway, then that's just a great excuse to switch over to Stefano. And I was looking to upgrade in my CT dub, so grab Ramian. Sorry, ditch Ramian, who made me a tiny bit of money, up to Jenkins, and then hopefully Jenkins makes another 100K or so, and I can jump over to Herbie in like a week or two. Or maybe I just end up holding Jenkins. If he keeps turning up every week, I'm going to probably hold him. But if he comes out and stinks up with a 30 or something, I'll probably trade him in like 1 or 2 weeks once his price levels out.
beautiful. Yeah, my trades are pretty self-explanatory. I need a forward to play this week, and Brandon Smith is just a future trade being done now.
Yep.
So yeah, that just about covers it. So don't forget to leave your comments in the bets. In the comments in the bets. Leave your bets in the comments. Don't forget to join the group league. 899-247. Prize pool is sitting at 816 this week. 5 spots left in the comments for bets this week. So get down there, and let's just quickly do the leaderboard as well. Project Spartan, I'm looking at you in particular, brah. We need some performance this week. I want to see you crack $20. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good luck, everyone, for round 4 and the carnage, and hopefully you get through it unscathed. We will see ya for the recap on Monday. Hooroo.
And I'll still be wearing the crown. Let's go.
No, you will not be. Absolutely not. Not 2 weeks in a
We'll
row.
see.
Not happening.
We'll see.
Nah, nope.